30 seconds. Mic check, camera check. Ten seconds, everyone, places. 3, 2, 1, and we are live.
Breathe in, breathe out. Whew, good evening, everyone. This is the Shatt Show, of course. It has been a really, really rough, about a week and a half since last Wednesday and everything. Just a lot of stuff going on at work, and just I haven't had time to do really much of anything other than work. And then Friday was at mother-in-law's house where I was putting taking a part of bed and putting together some stuff to move. So we ended up Saturday moving our bedroom suite out of the guest bedroom and carrying it to storage and putting all of mother-in-law's bedroom suite in there and getting it all up. Just been rough, and this is the first time I've sat down in a while. And when I was sitting out there on Scott's show, I was just like, wow, just everything buzzing through my head. Just, trying to slow down. And when you start slowing down, your whole body just collapses. Well, that's what's happening to me right now. It's just, I'm like super tired. But just wanted to at least do the show for a little bit. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Let me say hello to everybody. Drone Shots is out there. Hello, TJ. Let's see. Dan Place here. Let's see. TJ, God bless America. Ronnie. Hey, buddy. And let's see. There's Scott. Link does not work. I sent you a second link. Let me send you another one there, Scott. As soon as I find out where it is. Copy. Let's see if this one works. Come your way, Scott. Yeah, that's got a different tagline and everything, so that should work. I'll send that link on out to a few other people. There you are. Hold on a minute. Hey, what's going on? You there?
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yeah, I'm just kicked back for a little bit. Man, I haven't stopped, and my nose is killing me from smelling nothing but, of course I smoke, but yet if you're in a house that somebody smoked for 30 years in, and it's all dusty and everything, and all you're doing is dealing with picture frames that's got dust on it and all this other stuff. And then when you turn around, yesterday morning, my nose was just on fire and totally stopped up. And it's been that way all day. I've been congested and everything. I tell you, I got one of those like fall type colds, and it's taking its toll on me right now.
You're wearing yourself out.
Yeah, really quick. I want to be able to see 61. The way things are going right now, luck.
I laughed, and not to bring things down, but my brother died at 62, and there's no way I thought he was going to die at 62. So you never know.
Well, my dad, he passed away when he was 59,
Yeah,
So
I had a friend of mine I was working with. He died at 41. He stood up on the couch. He smoked a lot. Stood up on the couch and died of a heart attack just like that. Just dropped. So, oh, we don't need to get the show talking on that because, and our family's not known for very good hearts anyway. So it's,
just, I don't know. Just here lately, I mean, it happened on the way home. I was just like, just sitting there, been going all day. Went to Home Depot to get. I had to get 20 sets of keys made in threes.
oh man.
So, and keep up with all of it.
So you were at the key machine all day.
Well, yeah. Me and Roxanne were at the key machine. She was quick about it too. She knew what she was doing. But I had 20 something different sacks with 4 keys in each sack. So I was like, oh, this is fun. But yeah, it's just between a branch and Wednesday and Thursday I was in Geneva and Dothan, Alabama. And that was like left at 7 o'clock that morning and got to the hotel about 8:30 that night. Hung 7 sets of blinds, changed 4 doorknobs, 2 of them to the restroom, 2 of them to 2 other rooms, fixed 6 lights, changed the bulbs over to LEDs because I couldn't. The Walmart down the street in Geneva, it's the one of the. You remember the first Walmarts?
Is that where you were at? Is Geneva?
Geneva, Alabama.
Holy crap! That's right in my wife's neck of the woods. We went to Enterprise. We went to Enterprise, Alabama, for a drone meetup. So that's right next door.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
hey, whenever that happens, let me know.
Well,
It's
Ken,
only
place it
2.5
here is the one
hours.
invited me, and that's where Technique and I was trying to play Fly High FPV, and we were all there. You know, Dave was there. Chris, what's Chris's name? I can't remember Chris's channel name, but anyway, that was after South Florida drone meetup. I don't remember now. So. Yeah, Geneva, you know, so you probably don't know Kevin Tolley.
No,
You could have met Kevin Tolley at the South Florida Drone Meetup, but he lives just across the line over there in Florida, in North Florida. Oh, shucks, what's the little town? But again, Kevin Tolley literally lives like 2 miles away from where her parents grew up and everything. It's
well, you got Hartford. Let's see, what else? Slocum.
yeah, I had to go to Slocum. I just went to Slocum 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Met a guy over there. We had to go to a cotton gin. No, it wasn't a cotton gin. It's Peanut Warehouse. So I was in Slocum. So yeah.
So TJ, Geneva. Every time I'll go to Geneva, I want to find the convention. I've always looked for the Geneva convention.
So tell them what Enterprise, Alabama is known for.
Huh?
What's Enterprise, Alabama known for?
What are they? Progress. Hey, remember it used to have a sign that says progress.
The Boll Weevil.
Okay.
They got a statue of Boll Weevil right in the center of town. And then they actually got them all over town too. So,
well, what is Dothan and the Wiregrass have in common? And what is the most down there?
I go to Dothan a lot too. Let's see.
It could be 2 things. One of 2 things.
I don't know.
Cotton is one of them.
And peanuts.
And peanuts.
Yeah, because they got that big giant peanut right outside of town. I've been going to stop and fly my drone around that thing. It's on 231 on the way going south. So,
Hey, Barkley. Well, you've seen all the statues around Dothan, all the peanut statues in different businesses and stuff.
in Dothan,
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that. But hang on, I'll see if I can show you. If I got, I took a whole bunch of pictures of all the boll weevils, but I don't know where I was. Here we go, Enterprise, Alabama. Nope, I don't have the pictures of the boll weevils in here. Yeah, I don't have the pictures of the boll weevils. Yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff, but it'd take me a little bit to find it. I take pictures in Dothan too. I mean, I've been traveling to Dothan for 33 years, at least 4 or 5 times a year. Mobile, I go to Mobile at
Well,
least 4 times a year.
I was going to Dothan on a regular basis. So they'd call me up, say, "Hey, we need you up here," and it take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there. I think for me.
Yeah, you're not that far. Me, it's close to 3 hours from where I'm at.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't like going where you're at. Wait a minute, you Birmingham? Is that right?
I'm right below Birmingham, and
It's like
Pelham.
you drive forever. It's like, man, am I ever gonna get to Birmingham? You know?
Well, we were talking on your show earlier about the violence and stuff like that. We made the national news this weekend, which I
I know
hated
it. I actually saw the fireman out there washing down the sidewalk.
it. Yeah.
They had a picture of him out there washing down the sidewalk. I was like, man, I wouldn't want
Well,
that job.
they said it was a targeted hit, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they
okay,
hadn't found a guy either.
21 people got shot. Okay, who's the target?
It's a
But
man
they
and a
said they
woman, I
got the
guess.
target.
Yeah,
Yeah, the man and the woman was the target.
yeah.
And they also had another shooting in Eastlake. A coworker told me that same night, and they're stating that one was a hit too.
It doesn't matter where you're at anymore. It's
No, it
it
doesn't.
all has to do with morals. I mean,
No,
look, so they had the shooting in Georgia, Apache High School. Well, crap, they arrested a 10-year-old here that was calling in a bunch of threats, and anyway, I think his father sent him, turned him in, but. We had like 6 or 7 schools have shut down because they had these threats. So, but
well,
yeah,
I really don't get it anymore. I really don't. And
all it is morals. I mean, you know
yeah,
what? It didn't matter who you were. You were taught right. You were taught right between right and wrong. Look, you watch everything you see now. Your heroes are villains. You know,
yeah.
Batman, the dark side. You know, it was like, hey, Batman used to be the one fighting against evil. Now he's evil. You know, so whatever.
Oh man. Well, I I heard about it yesterday morning, and I was like, "Geez."
It's too
And
close to home. Matter of fact, I just saw where I'm at. They killed somebody just up the road from where I'm at. I'm like, dang man, that's like 2 blocks away. It's like I always just keep my doors locked, but I never really feel threatened here. But you're starting to wonder, I mean, I'm not very far from where all this activity's happening. So
tell me about it. We we had, I can't remember. He was an actor, and I didn't realize it, but he lived in our neighborhood, and he ended up taking his own life one Sunday morning. And I mean, we had the road blocked off, and I was like, "What in the world's going on?" And I thought for a second it might have been we've got a gasoline pipeline that comes from Texas, comes through our neighborhood, and it goes up here to the Pioneer Petroleum. and they've got these huge cooling towers because that stuff's, I guess that stuff's being pumped so fast through that pipe, it builds up friction,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes into the cooling tower and before it hits their tanks. Um, and it's really cool to see something like that. Let me say hello to. I mean, I wish somebody would pop in also because I was going to go check on the potatoes. I'm not sure if my wife's home yet.
You want me to carry the show? I'll say hi to everybody because I haven't. I've been ignoring everybody in chat. So, hey, John, CT Pirate, how are you, man?
I'll be right. I'll be right back.
Teej, I got my stickers too, man. Appreciate that. And Barkley, how are you doing tonight, Barkley? Hope everything's well. How was dinner, Barkley? You ought to be done by now. And Jody, good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you, man. And Ken, place it here. Hope you're well tonight. Let's see. Oh, Brent's in here. Hey, Brent, eat more possum. And Ronnie, God bless America. Hope everything's good with you as well. So, man, I was showing my bloodshot eyes. So that's he's sitting there talking about. I think we're all tired, just going all the time, you know. So let's see who else we got in here. Scroll up, see who else we got. AZ Drone Dudes, Dave, how are you, man? Hope everything's well. I don't think I said hi to you either. So, but not much going on here. If I got to fly today, flew this sucker today, got about 3 or 4 packs in today. So, and Ken, look here. Nothing's broke. Everything works. I actually brought it back and landed it right beside me. So, I actually do know how to fly without crashing. And Ken's been here. Where I'm flying here, it's a tight hole. There's really nowhere to go. And it's just not enough room. But, you know, that's all the time I got to step out the door and rip around a little bit and come back inside. I can't highlight chats, so let's see what's
I'm doing it right now. Which one?
I don't know, Scott. Okay. You should get your own show. You do so well. Well, I'll tell you what. And Ronnie, I saw that comment you said about the propeller on my hat, you know, so oh man.
Oh, evening, Barkley. Hey, John.
Yeah, highlight that one from God Bless America. Prayers for Dano. Yep. Yeah. Dano's dealing with some tough life problems right now. Yeah, so is the Kira show. Hope Kira shows gets better. He says he's been telling us he's not feeling too well, so sure hoping he gets back on his feet. I met chats. That son of a gun's got some good chats. He'll keep you entertained. So.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of entertain, there's Barkley.
Yeah. I'll tell you, that Barkley's a good guy, too. Despite what everybody wants to say about him, he's a great guy.
Yeah. No matter what somebody says about him.
Hey, Bob Casey, how are you, man?
Bob Casey.
You smell like a rose now? You stunk before. I'm just joking with you, Bob. You're not here to defend yourself, man. Come on in. He posted the link up there. Come on in and talk to us.
Here, I'll do it again, Bob, just in case. Oh man.
Jody, man, how are you up there in Michigan land? Is it getting cold yet? This is what happens now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can share this.
There you go. That's cool.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You need one like this.
Well, everybody loves your one that has a scroll going across it. So,
Oh yeah,
hey,
it's out in the garage. It still says "Happy Birthday, Johnny" on it.
yeah. Hey, John, Flying Flynn, how are you, man? So, what's the mid 70s?
Mid
Oh
70s
man.
temperature. It could
Oh,
be
that's
the
yeah, that's
temperature.
what it is. The temperatures. Because I
Um,
asked how it
it
was
could
up there.
it could be 1975.
Well, I'm thinking 70s. I was like, yeah, I lived through that.
No, we're not mid 70s yet. We're still 60 something.
Well, you know, the problem is you think now, golly, the 70s was a long time ago. So how'd that happen? You know, it
Oh yeah.
seemed for me, it was always, I was young when it was in the 70s, you know, so, oh man.
Oh man. Well, hey, my wife's actually she's gonna cook my steak for me. I told her I can
Oh,
cook it
wow.
after the show. I can cook it after the show.
You know,
She
I've spoiled myself. I cook my own steaks and I got where I don't enjoy, you go out and get a steak and I don't like it, you know. And it didn't used to be that way, but you know, when you cook it yourself and you get it the way you want it, and it's like, oh man, that thing's good. So,
uh
oh,
TJ didn't send the sticker.
TJ ran out of stamps. He got the stickers and he ran out of stamps. I'll tell you, he's been sending them out. TJ, I can tell
Oh,
you.
I just found the letter in here. It says you keep one and send one to Bob Casey because I'm out of stamps.
Oh man, Ken's rebooting his. Yep, that's a heck of a sticker there, isn't it?
It is. It is. It stands out on the truck. Oh man.
So you're putting all yours on the back windshield, right?
Yeah. I need some more. Um. I had a couple of them. I couldn't remember. Oh, Johnny's one of them. I need to get one from Johnny. I only because I had one from the cup, but I didn't get one. No, it's not on this cup. It must be on the other cup. Well, in other words, I need to get some from Johnny.
Well, I finally put your sticker on one of them. I think I got another one. And where did I put? Oh, I put that on my box. So I like your sticker. You got a good sticker. So Bob, did you fly today? Did you put that Avada up? Did you go acro yet? I mean, I know you've gone acro. Are you continuing to do acro? Oh, you see that, Flying Flynn? Are you? Philip, are you frozen? Holy crap! It's my show again. All right, so I see. Oh my gosh, it's me only. I'm guessing his computer just crashed or something. So I saw John. I see you need a sticker. I'll hit him up for one as soon as he comes back. So, but did the update of the Air 3 and it will not launch. Holy crap! That is not good. You know, I've been hearing that too. Doing these updates, I've heard somebody else tell me they were having problems after an update. Man, that is not good at all. Highlight that one from Bob, but did an update on the Air 3 and it will not launch, Scott. So his Air 3 is messed up. It's the one up above that. So did your CPU crash on you? I see you on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob, I got a similar problem because one of my 5-inch, I updated it and I can't get it to fly anymore. So I'm like you. I don't do updates if I don't have to. And I did update it, and now I can't get it to fly either. I'm gonna work on it sometime and see if I can go back and get it back on one of the older firmwares and get it to flying again. But right now I can't fly it. It's literally dead. So, holy crap! Look at there. Did you go change shirts?
I did. I had my work shirt on still.
Yeah. You see what I got?
I saw that.
Yeah.
No, I
You
just
see that about
Air 3 stuff.
Do you have an Air 3?
Yeah, I have an Air 3.
Well, you see, Bob did an update, and his is not working anymore. So
Really?
you may not want to update.
What's it doing? Because I just updated mine a few days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he says up there. Oh, there it is. It's on a thing.
I'm trying to pop out chat right now.
It's on the screen. Look on the screen.
Oh, but did the update on the Air 3 and it won't launch? You got to turn it on.
Now you better be careful. He was complimenting you earlier, so. Oh man.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
What's Ronnie says? Bob Casey, Ariel 2A templates are on their way. Oh, that's something different. I thought.
Hey Bob, make sure you update your batteries, your drone, and the controller.
Everything, even the batteries too.
Yep.
That's a good point. Everything works except no props turning on.
That's weird.
So Bob, I guess you heard him. He said, "Hey, make sure you update everything. Batteries."
Everything was updated, he says.
Wow.
Huh.
Hey, Mark R. White, how are you, man? How's everything across the pond? That always cracks me up, across the pond.
Hey, and I did get her to fly too. I flew her in between your shows.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I just hovered and flew it around the living room, but it's more powerful than I thought it was going to be.
Didn't bother that dog at all.
No, she'll sleep the wrong way. She'll sleep through anything.
How old is she now?
She's going on 9.
Okay, so she's still young. I mean, not young, but in between, I guess.
She looks small in the picture, but she's actually pretty big.
Oh, yeah. She's mid-size, right?
Yeah, she's about 70 pounds.
Poor old Philip.
Poor old Philip.
Yeah, Philip, sorry you're not feeling well. I came in and I figured I'd try to help the conversation go.
Man, I really do appreciate it.
I'm not very good at it, but I'll try.
Hey, that's fine. I really do appreciate it. Y'all, like I said, great community.
Mark says it's dark, wet, and cold. I'll tell you what, it rains in Europe all the time. I guess it depends on where you're at, but I think Belgium's pretty bad. The Vada hasn't, what did I say? The Vada has been hooked to the internet since I let JoJo activate it, and the Vada hasn't been hooked to the internet since I let JoJo activate it in the TN. What's the TN?
Minefield, Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
That's the 2-digit code for a state, Scott.
Well, oh, look at there. Speaking of the devil.
Speaking of my ears were ringing, boy.
Well, yeah, Bob's talking about you, buddy.
I know. I was just listening. I just jumped in. I was listening. I said, "Oh, I think I need to jump in since Philip invited me in a while ago." I finally finished up dinner and everything.
Man,
yeah, I was trying to help Bob get the DJI Assistant 2 downloaded today to his computer, and he refuses to mess with cookies. He don't got no sweet tooth. He don't like the cookies. He said, "I ain't doing downloading this shit. I ain't doing it."
Yeah, he eats some cookies. I know good.
They don't have chocolate chips on them.
They ain't got chocolate chips or almonds. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Put that link in there again so Bob will come in here, but he won't come anyway. So
Oh, all right. Give me a sec. Well, I appreciate it. I'm sitting there going, today's just not been, and then I'm not
I
ready to
missed the
eat
first part of what you said, Philip. Did you have an issue as well, like Bob did, or what's going on?
no, he's
No,
just dealing with
mine
life.
just the whole weekend's been long and it's been hard. The whole week at work last week was hard. My working around a house that's full of smoke, smell,
Mm-hmm.
dust, and everything you can think of. And yesterday, my nose was just totally stopped up. And all day long today, it's been nothing but bullshit.
Yeah,
You
And,
need one of these
my
things.
boss.
Yeah, that's what you need right there. Like
Hey,
Timmy got.
I got
Big
boom boom,
there you go.
little
These things
boom
are
boom.
great.
I've been
Oh
doing it all
man,
day long.
I
have trouble
used one of those
sleeping.
one time, and I almost had to use it, and I had to wean myself off of it because
Yeah,
when I didn't, everything swelled up.
they say
And
that like don't get addicted to it because it's
that's
easy to.
exactly right. I said, "Oh, I'll never do it again."
Little Vicks tampon or whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. I had to breathe through my mouth for I bet a month before it finally all went back to normal. And I said, I ain't doing that again. Yeah, it was an instant relief there for a little while, but then I had to do it all the time.
Are you talking about that neosniffrin stuff?
I don't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it's one of those Vicks type things that you just showed.
Well, this is just something where you're just smelling it. That's all it is. You just smell
Yeah.
it.
Well, this
The
was clear your
neosniffrin-
sinuses. It was
the
actually clear your
neosniffrin stuff,
sinuses.
You shouldn't use it because it's got some chemical. All it does is temporarily shrink all the membranes in your nose, and then it makes it raw on the inside, and it gets extremely irritable.
Well, let me tell you, when I did this was probably about 30 years ago, so it's been a long, long time ago.
Talking about the Vicks, the mentholatum, mentholatum. Yeah.
Something like that.
Menthol.
Mentholyptus. No, I got the tropical boom boom. So, and I was like, yeah, I've seen it on Shark Tank, and I was like, I need to try that.
So why can't Bob downgrade?
Because he refuses to download the DJI Assistant too.
Yeah.
Can you do it from the phone? I was talking with him earlier. I said I don't know if you can do it from the phone from the app side of things, but I showed him like I just plugged in an O3 air unit and showed him what I see on my end. And like,
well, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm like Bob, but I did finally download the Assistant too.
Yeah, he said he hadn't needed it in 8 years, but I'm like, well,
and that's where I was too. And
you don't need it, I guess. But if you want to downgrade now and you want to fly your Air 3, you might need to just download it and then downgrade your firmware.
Well, I am having trouble with my 5-inch now because I screwed up and uploaded the wrong firmware, and I need to go back and I'm gonna try it. I think I did try, and it didn't work. But I have such short periods of time of doing something.
It's got an O3.
No, this is their unit.
Their unit Vista.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. I ended up when I was trying to get this O3 working, I must have had it on instead. I don't know what I did. I don't remember.
So
but one of those things, do you click or not click? Oh crap, I didn't mean to click,
Right.
Going through a process and I screwed up. That's all I can say.
Scott, my O3 that I got today, the first thing I did was hook it up to the computer on the consumer, DJI consumer, and then I activated it, and it was one upgrade behind. So I went ahead and upgraded it as well because I knew that my goggles and everything were already upgraded. So I put them all in the same version, and then I bound them together, and I was able to see no problem. And then I put the ELRS. Well, first I put the drone in and got it connected through the ELRS Wi-Fi, and then I made sure what version it was, typed in my binding phrase, hit save, and I was done. All I did was hook it up to Betaflight, put the modes on, and I was flying.
Nice.
Well, I pretty much make all your stuff for the O3, and then all my other stuff's for the other stuff. But I can tell you, I finally started flying, and you're talking about memory muscle and stuff, and I still don't like the throttle. But what I have figured out is go up to halfway, and now I fly basically the top of the stick, just like I used to fly the bottom, because I just keep it up there about halfway, and then I can adjust it the way it's supposed to be. But I'm used to being down there at the bottom and
Same
doing
here.
that.
Mhm.
And, but all of a sudden, I got where I could fly again. I'm like, man, I ain't forgotten how to do that. And I'll be honest, it had been a little while, and I had to kind of knock the rust off and
Right.
go at it again. So
I started screwing a couple things together today.
Let's see it.
There you go.
That looks good. Look at that Speedy Bee.
That's a
No, it's not.
T-motor.
Is it? You just used yellow.
It's a T-motor. It's the gummies that came with.
That was
Braided-
the one. That was the
braided
one
wire.
yesterday. It was just a frame, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
Got some
good.
goodies from Dave Shattix today. Stack 03 receiver. Trans.
That's
6S,
looking really good.
6S.
How was
Yeah,
how
6S.
was the bandos yesterday?
Bandos were great. I'm working. I put up a video earlier of one flight from the abandoned concrete plant, and then we went to the abandoned golf course, and local buddy here. Well, my buddy Will C FPV, not Wheel C, but WILLC FPV. And then another buddy, Goggles FPV. His name is Alex. He showed up with his wing, and I chased his wing around the golf course. He needs to FPV that thing. He was just flying line of sight, but I was like, man, you need to FPV that thing so we can fly
Yeah.
lower. We're pretty high up, but
Oh.
doing some chasing and flipping and orbiting around it. It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I wish I could go fly.
Yeah.
Had
Okay.
17 packs yesterday.
Bob,
How many?
17.
17.
What happened to the other 7?
The other 7 didn't get. The other 7 didn't get flown. It was only 95 degrees or some shit. I called it a day.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh man.
all right, so
FPV, your channel name, Jack Rabbit Flash.
Oh,
Hey.
Lon's got a channel?
well, Lon said, he says, I don't know what I was sitting there telling him how much trouble I was having flying because of the new controller and stuff like that. It sounds to me like you need to drop that FPV off your name.
I know. I know. I was
I'm like,
laughing.
man,
That was funny.
This has nothing to do about flying. It's about like taking off and stuff like that. It's just about
I know
flying.
he's busting your balls.
But hey, I don't. That stuff doesn't really bother me.
No.
Oh man, that was funny.
iPhones and other thingies with Lon
but
and Lon.
in a sense, he was right though, because I was trying to think back the last time I flew because I didn't fly a minefield. I didn't have why. Oh, I left my camera drone, and I never got a chance to pull the FPV out.
I flew a little bit of minefield.
Just a little bit. Every time I
Every
turned
time.
around, you were flying.
Yeah, you crack me up when you say, "Well, I got 50 batteries charged up." I said, "Well, yeah, he does too, buddy. He's
Yeah,
going
drain 'em. Well, I'd finish flying and I'd look up and be like, who's on
Nobody
deck?
else.
Like, nobody else want to fly. I'll
Yeah.
fly another one. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, now last
Well-
year wasn't like that though.
No, it
Last
wasn't.
year,
Last year was fighting over channels. Yeah.
Yeah, last year was you knocked me out of the sky.
Yeah.
Everybody got knocked out of the sky.
There was a
Danny,
lot of
the
that.
new chasers in here.
Hey, Danny.
Every picture I took of Joe, he had goggles on.
I know I didn't see too many people that weekend.
No, you didn't.
I saw them from my FPV camera. That was it.
I got one where he's soldering motors, but that was about it.
That's like you didn't know what was going on in the back room, Joe.
I didn't.
Yes, that is MASH playing in the background. Notice Me TV stays on my TV most of the time.
MASH, boy, that's brings me back to my younger days.
That
My wee little lad
brings me
days.
back to all my days.
Yeah.
Man, I used to, when I was young, I used to turn MASH on, and I would be asleep in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And about the time it would kick off, I would wake up. And I guess I'd go to bed or whatever. I don't remember. So
Well, it ran from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So
Yeah.
about right.
No,
Pretty
back
much.
then it was at 7 o'clock. It was a 30-minute show, I think, and it was only on like 7 to 7:30.
Oh, I guess I'm thinking of the rerun days.
Yeah, because this is on. I get what 4 or 6 shows back to back
Yeah.
So it starts at 6 o'clock and it will end at 8 o'clock, I think.
Hogan's Heroes. What time does that come on?
10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
You know what back to back reminds me of?
No.
What?
Yeah, they cheated last night, didn't
They didn't cheat. They got lucky.
they? Actually, I slept through that too. I turned it on, started watching it, got to see a little bit of it, and fell asleep. But I woke up. I mean, when I say I woke up, I wasn't awake, but I could hear. All I could tell was Kansas City won. So
It was another nail biter, man. They can't make them easy, that's for sure. I guess it's in the script.
well, shoot, you look around the league, and I mean, at least they're winning. I mean, is there any undefeated teams right now? How many? There's not many left.
There's a few. I know us,
Tampa, New Orleans,
Pittsburgh. No, I think Tampa got beat one of the
They
weeks.
Yeah, right there.
and so did New Orleans.
And so did New Orleans. Yeah, I know Pittsburgh was. They said they were the first to hit 3-0 yesterday, just because their game ended first. But
Hey,
they were the first
Johnny,
one to be 3-0.
Johnny Drone Flyers here.
Hey,
Johnny,
Johnny.
what up?
Hey, Johnny.
And by the way, the grumpy vlogger is not going to be on tonight. He said he wasn't feeling well. So
Yeah, I know what he's feeling like. Not feeling well myself either.
So Mark R. White was saying MASH was on from 9 to 9:30. Wasn't that over here for us? It was 7:30, I think. So, man, there's Rob Mueller from the Netherlands. I finally got that embedded in my head. So almost 2 a.m. Do y'all have MASH on over there? Yeah.
They got Mashi. It's called Mashi.
Johnny probably just got done flying.
I'm sure he did.
He had a controller in his hand.
I talked to him earlier. He said he was fixing to fly, and then he was going somewhere. He was about to fly, though. What do you got there, Ken? Oh, the Bills playing?
Jags and Bills just now started.
Jacksonville and Buffalo. You know, my wife and her family's all from Buffalo.
Are they?
Go Jacksonville.
Hey, is that on ABC or
I don't know. I'm
ESPN?
watching it on Fubo TV.
Fubo?
Let me. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
It's on ESPN. It's on ESPN.
I don't have ESPN, so I can't watch it. I don't like that. It used to always be on ABC.
All right, hold on a minute. Let me share it.
I don't know if I got Fubo or not. I have to.
Here you go. No,
Yeah.
you got to pay for Fubo. Here you go.
I don't have it then. If I got to pay for it, I don't have it.
Oh, all right. Everybody, get ready. Y'all ready? Coming to the stage.
I didn't realize.
Everybody.
Uh-oh.
Y'all ready?
Mute yourself, Bobby.
Hey, brother Bob.
I mean, mute your
Brother Bob.
mute your back one, Bob. You got it.
Casey.
Bob. He goes, shh, not so loud.
Who that? What's up, guys? JoJo.
Going on, Bobby?
Guys, Philip. My man
What's
Ken.
up, Bob?
You know, Ken,
What's going on?
he impressed me that day at Minefield. He really did. The guy is an educated man. He is.
He went to FSU.
Workaholic. That's the only downfall. Ken's
You talking about Hoffbauer?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
oh,
workaholic, man.
I don't see it. Oh, okay.
Who comes to a meetup with their own internet and shit and everything on the top of the Gookie had set up there and rolling? I thought, yeah, he's getting to watch all this flying though. But then I got to thinking about it after that day. I thought, what a way to go. I can't think of a better way to come to a meetup. Make money and have fun too.
All right. Yeah.
I was being paid to be there, so that was good. But
Yeah.
it kept me out of a lot of conversations, unfortunately. But I wanted to be there just to be with people.
You got to mingle. I mean, I know you were busy working too, but you got to mingle, hang out a little bit.
I have never used that DJI Assistant too. Never, not once. I did have this trouble with the Air 3 before, and it was the big update. And I was talking with Joe about it today. I can't remember if it was when the Avata came in, but it was a big update because I remember looking down before I hit it, and it said 1 gigabyte. So I knew it was a pretty good size update. So my phone even asked me, you want to use Wi-Fi or you want to download it? 5G speed, 4 bars. I just went for it. That's the second time though. Now I kept hearing this backup beepers and noise going on. You know me, you man's got a drone. The only way he can find out what's going on in his neighborhood, get that drone up. I jump in here, I drop that Air 3 down and turn it on, turn the controller on, and I'm looking at everything. And it says go fly, tap go fly. Everything looks good. Okay, let's launch this sucker real quick. Nothing. So then I went ahead and tried it down and in, down and out. I tried it with the on the screen, hard press to let it go around to launch. Nothing. Tried that 3 or 4 times. And then I tried to push the button, on the controller. Nothing would work. It would not launch, but it was letting me see everything. Camera was working. So that's what it did before. And believe it or not, man, I hung up with Joe. I almost called you back, Joe, because I'm jonesing to get that drone up in the air.
Well, download that thing. Just accept. Remember where it says accept all cookies or accept what's required or whatever it says.
The problem it was making me, because I've never used it. It was making me jump through too many hoops, man.
It's not that many.
What's going on here?
It's not that many hoops. Just click the button.
But I know. But you see
Hey, Bob, that's what you call
8 years. Why would you start now?
Well, I hear you, but
that's
you
what
start now
progress,
because you did something
Bob.
that you didn't mean to do, and now you got to go backwards if you want to fly your drone.
Every one of them never been used.
Yeah.
I tell you, you probably blame our government. I think our government has a lot to do with it.
Was it asking for a blood sample?
Could very well be.
I kind of think so.
Mark made a comment about it. I mean, and it could very well be.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Did you have to give a blood sample?
A DNA sample?
Nobody. No blood is required on my end, and they ain't gonna get it.
I heard that. I can see Bob looking at it going, boy, they've changed this app.
But you know what I did? I went ahead and I thought, okay, let's go ahead and the Avata. I turned it, powered it on, set it down, dropped the goggles on my head. I powered them on, and because it's so humid right now, the front's coming through, and they just fogged up immediately. I said, okay, well, let's hit the defogger. Motion controller up. I'm going to tell you something, guys. All these years that I've been watching these guys with the motion control and their sticks, I've done both now, and I'm going to tell you, you can fly better with that motion controller.
It does have more control.
You're not using both fingers, both hands. You're using one hand, brother. It's all right there.
It's definitely smoother in normal and sport mode with the.
You can't whip it around and turn around and go back. I mean, you can make a loop and turn, but anything you want to dive, you want to come back up real quick, you want to make a hard turn, go through. Look, I've been running through the trees here now. I've never done that. Never done that. Now I'm going down the power line, man, going like this. I'm saying, yeah, I love this drone. I mean, it is what it is.
Is that an acro mode or is that?
No, you can't. No, you can only
sport mode. I didn't put it. I haven't put the Avata into acro yet, manual yet.
Yeah,
that's next week.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Do it right now. Do it right now. Hook it up to your goggles and share your screen. Let's watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly in the dark.
Now
he was cracking stuff like a minefield. He was cracking. Hey, you know what he said to me? I said, they give me the minefield, whatever that is right there, the minefield badge, and then this. So I said, take my picture for me so I can send this to my wife, Ken.
Oh,
And he takes my camera, and I'm looking at him. He's smiling real big, and he's sitting there just taking a picture of himself. He hands my phone back to me. I looked at him. I said, damn good picture there, bud. Except I wasn't in it.
Bob, let me tell you what. Ride 1,600 miles with him, and you'll find out what he is.
Oh, my goodness. I bet there was never a dull minute.
Oh, we had a good time.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
He kept coming
I'm
up
glad he
with some
came. Boy, I tell you,
he was making me think a couple of times. I'd look at him. This guy's serious. Then when he told me what he wanted to do when he got out, I said, "Yeah, I could see that." I'm not going to say any more than that, Kim. I mean, you can reveal that what you wanted to do. That's up to you.
You talking about just retiring in a condo?
No, what's the career that you were going to pursue?
Oh, yeah.
And so I that's up to you to reveal that.
I wish
But
we would
then
all
when
been
you
at
revealed
Johnny's.
that to
The
me,
four
you
of us
had
been
been
at
in that
Johnny's at the same
avenue.
time.
Yeah, he's.
hey, Philip, you know how I was telling you how Birmingham seemed to be so long? Well, it wasn't long when I was riding with Ken. I mean, we were back before I knew it. It's like, holy crap, we're already rolling in, so.
Yeah.
That's because you drive too fast.
Yeah, he was over like this.
You know what it
Slow
was?
down, my Wi-Fi can't keep up.
It was all that beef jerky you bought at Buc-ee's.
I'm
trying to work here. You're outrunning my Wi-Fi.
Jackrabbit Flag.
Here's what I told him. He said, what'd you tell me? You told me it's going to take us 7.5 hours, or no, 8 hours or something like that. And he said, oh, no, that's what it was. It's 7.5 hours. He said, but, when we make stops and stuff, it'll be about 8. I said, no, it won't. It'll be 7.5 hours. He said, well, we're going to make stops, aren't we? I said, yes. It'll still be 7.5 hours.
If it says 8.5, it's going to take me about 9.5 to get there because I drive the speed limit and I stop and I go to the bathroom and I take my time and I go back to my truck and I drive. He says 7.5. He gets there in 7 hours and 15 minutes with 4 stops.
With 4 stops, yeah.
Yeah, we made our stops.
I think I'm trying to think when Minefield, I think I made up. It was around 35, 40 minutes from the time I left where it said the ETA. Yeah. And it was about 35, 40 minutes that I shaved off of that. And I stopped, 3 times, 4 times, something like that in 9.5 hours.
Do you actually look at it, Joe? Like I do? I'll look at it and go, oh, I just knocked another minute off.
Oh, yeah. It's a game. Yeah, it's a game.
Exactly right.
Yeah, another minute. Let's go. And then you stop and pee, and you're like, man, I lost that 6 minutes.
I just lost 3 minutes. Oh, damn.
I'm going to have to run 87 here for the next hour and a half. Make that up.
Yeah, I'll sterilize my hands when I get in there next time. That way it'll shave an extra 30 seconds off me washing my hands.
TMI.
Can't get a Coke this time. We got to pass on the Coke.
Oh man, well,
that was a good weekend. That was fun.
It was. I
Philip, how
thoroughly
far do you
enjoyed it.
live from Anniston, Alabama?
About an hour.
Oh, I worked there 2 weeks one time on a coal shovel.
Really?
Yeah, sure did. It was bought in Canada, and they needed a crew, and and I was in between jobs, and the guy asked me if I wanted to go, so they needed a welder, and I said, how long? He said, probably about a month. I said,
Herman's here now.
We lasted 2 weeks because we
What
were
size
knocking
shovel?
it out.
What size shovel?
I don't know. I just remember that it had tons of ballast on it, and they wanted to get it all out. So I went underneath with a scarfing tip, and I was just cutting me 2-foot square holes. Well, the first mistake I did was had my bucket of all my tools and everything. Well, that ballast on that shovel was they drained the tanks in it, and it was all nuts and bolts. That's all it was. When I brought it down, it was stuck. I thought, okay. And I thought, well, this stuff ain't going to come out. I'm taking a bar doing like that. All of a sudden, it just went, whoa! And it filled that bucket up. All tools, oil. It was a nasty mess. When I got off that job that day, I could have took my britches off and put them in the corner, and they stood straight up. They was totally greasy.
Wow.
We got shovels all over the whole state.
I was
I mean,
surprised at how much they've stripped there in Alabama. I didn't think
yeah.
that Alabama had that much coal, you know.
Especially up in Warrior. Up in Warrior, they've got one of the. It's like the third largest shovel in the world,
We
and it
have
was
the largest in the world right here, and they tipped it over right from my. It's not as the crow flies, not
electric or diesel.
it's diesel. It was the biggest coal shovel in the world at the time. Took 30 minutes for it to go over. They built a road for it to track it out. And
Yeah,
when the road started giving away, they had enough time to start gathering up all the stuff they need to get off of it, walked off of it, walked away from it, and then just kept on going. You can't stop. I don't care how many dozers you got. You ain't going to stop something that big going over. You know,
no,
underneath me is 30 years of coal reserves. There's coal
really,
mines over here. All around me, it's all been stripped. There's stripper pit lakes everywhere. I mean, a lot of them have been sold to private property. They were Peabody mines for years and years, you know, until they started parceling it out. People started getting it. I missed out on that. I would have liked to have got in on a few parcels of some of these properties. I missed out on it though, especially the one right back behind me. All that behind me is all mines, but now it's privately owned now. So, which is good. And I know the guy that bought it and everything, but you know, it was nice when it was all mines. All you had to do then, if you wanted to hunt it, you just get you a Peabody permit. I think it's 12, 15 bucks. You can go hunt it. You can hunt all these coal mine properties. Kentucky, man, is full of nothing but trees. It's 50% of Kentucky is trees.
yeah.
I mean, Google it. And there's more shoreline in Kentucky than there is in Florida. Picture that. Picture that. And we're landlocked, mind you, but the whole top of Kentucky is bordered by the Ohio River. And then you have all these lakes and rivers all through Kentucky that go into the Ohio that are tributaries of Ohio. Ohio's tributary, Mississippi, so on and so on. But we have all kinds of lakes here, man. It's a fisherman's paradise. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it seems like it's really good in Texas because, boy, let me tell you something. Oh, Chris Hope is sure slamming the crappie down there.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture and got a picture of him and his son, his grandson. He's caught 50 crappie. You know, that's a good day. 50. I'm talking slabs.
That's fun fishing right there.
Flip you fillet out. We're ready to fry. That's the best tasting fish ever to me.
Freshwater eating fish there is.
Hey, Philip, you need to make Phantom 101 Blue and also Randy Mad Props.
I sure do.
Randy Mad Props, what up?
Yeah.
I don't do any of y'all fish like you used to when you was kids. I don't.
Man,
like
I used to fish all the time, and I can't even remember the last time I've been fishing.
Wonder why it is we give up something that we really enjoyed when we was kids. You know?
Get too busy. We work all the time, just like Ken over there. That's what messed me up.
Yeah, that Ken, that workaholic guy.
Yeah. He's a bad influence on us.
Hey, look at JoJo, though. Let him get on a towel job. Look out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hang out with dogs, you get fleas.
That's right. That's right. Now, that tells you how good a time Scott had. He didn't even bust out a drone, didn't even fly. Joe looked at me and he held up my Air 3. Said, it was on the table. He said, "This yours, Bob?" I said, "Yeah." He just put it underneath the table, and that's where it stayed all weekend until I flew the Avada Sunday morning when I got there, and I left hour and a half later.
Bob, did you see my video of Texas style fixing drones?
No, I haven't.
You didn't see that?
I did that one too with Chris Hope. You seen it, didn't you? Where he's talking about the channel locks.
Yeah, I don't. I know I saw it because I was watching all those things back then. I'm pretty sure I did see it, and mine might be the same thing as yours. I don't know.
No,
Bob. Bob?
Beside me. So, is it a short?
I play it. It's Philip's show, so I don't see what he says. I'll see if I can find it. I'll share it. I don't have.
Maybe some deer
I want to
jerky.
get. I want to get the one with old Joe. I got Joe when he was fixing it too. 'cause
Never have, Randy. I never have. Always wanted to. My grandfather used to noodle all the time, but I never have. I'd like to try it. I would like to try it. You're standing there in shallow ground, being a tall guy. That would be a positive for me. It would help me. Wouldn't have to stay under it as long. Let the sink your arm up in his freaking mouth and let him bite and then pull him out. Yeah, that's fun.
Hey, Bob, this is a family show.
Noodling.
This is a family show, Bob. Watch what you're saying.
Catfish, man, catfish. Listen.
Anytime you ready?
Sure.
You got? Oh yeah,
This is
got
how
it.
Texan
Never mind.
fixes a drone.
I doubt this is fixable.
Give it the hammer treatment again.
Get the don't need hit a square. I don't need all them.
I got a 4-pound beater in here.
There's
You
me.
need it?
I'm working on a
Don't need
computer.
all them special tools, guys. It's just that's overrated.
I got a 4-pound beater. We'll take
A pair of water pump pliers is all you need. And for those of you that don't know what water pump pliers are, they're called channel locks. Best tool ever made.
Charles is looking from the other tent at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like 25, 30 bucks.
Take the style, baby. Take the style.
That's it.
D-Waltz and channel locks, baby.
That's good.
Yeah. Charles was looking at him from across the way, like, what is that guy doing with channel locks? Beating the snot out of his drone.
He's whipping on that freaking motor with his channel lock.
Charles was
What
like,
are you doing?
What he told me was the bell was actually bent, and so he was trying to
Yeah, it
wouldn't
got bent
spin
the
no
other
more.
way.
Yeah.
No, it got it.
It's hard to
got it
reverse
fixed, though,
that. That band.
Yeah.
So if I share this with you, can you
Yeah, you did it,
Yeah.
and then hit share, and then he'll put it on there for you.
Yeah, I'll throw it down there.
I don't know what you got to do here. I don't know how you share. I've
See,
never done
see
it.
the plus, the present down there at the bottom of the screen? It's StreamYard, Bob. StreamYard's the best thing ever.
You're just dying to jab back at me. I said it was the easiest, and evidently it's not because I've never done it. So I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see
You
it.
see-
There's 3 dots.
Oh,
You see
you're on
where
the
it
phone?
says-
You're not on the phone, are you? You're on the
No,
stream.
I am hotspotted through my phone though.
Yeah, but you're on the computer, right?
Yeah,
So-
you see where it says mute, stop cam, settings, present.
Yeah.
Press the present. And then what are you presenting?
So do I just click it? I just copy and paste the link.
Is it a? Oh yeah, you can do that.
It's just
That'll
a short. All it is. So it says share screen. Okay.
Yeah, you just share your screen and then you just present, and then Philip can share what you're presenting or present what you're sharing.
But you got to share the video file. Hit that one and then go get it off you.
Okay. Would like to record a computer screen and audio. You know what? Just skip it. just play it on the shorts. I'm just not that savvy at this shit.
Is it a YouTube
Yeah.
or is it an
It's on
actual
YouTube in my
file?
shorts.
What is it?
It's in my
It's
shorts.
It's a YouTube thing. So does he share screen then in that case?
Yeah, he could share a screen.
Unless you got that.
Wait a minute, I got something. Is this
I ain't
from
lying.
YouTube?
Look out, Coshatt coming up behind.
Hey, man, that right there back in the day, bring them out. Only thing left was gas.
Look at him. He's got goggles on. You see him? Look at that son gun.
Always.
That's what he looked like. He isn't even there now. So
Now I got Chris off dancing. He starts reaching here in a minute. Watch. You'll hear me tag him on. That's Coshatt's favorite line.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, cut it short.
Yeah. Every time you look at Joe, he's got goggles on. And you're like, okay, what battery you on? I lost count. Well, you flew some more. You got a good chance to fly some more on Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah, I flew a little bit on Sunday. Put the Air 3 up. I after I got my Avata 1 out of the creek from Saturday and letting it dry out, I knocked a chunk of mud out of it and out of from behind the camera and flew it around the cemetery.
Cool.
And I think I flew a little bit more carbon, I think, on Sunday. I think I left about 12:30, something like that.
Yeah, I was about the same.
I think
12:30, 1 o'clock.
Michael Wright and I both went to Johnny Drone Flyers. He left an hour ahead of me and pulled in. We were talking about this earlier, Scott. He left an hour ahead of me and pulled into Johnny's driveway like 3 minutes before me. But I didn't make up an hour in 5 hours. He stops and stretches and may fly a minute, you know. I mean, he takes his time, you know. So he gets out stopped every 2 hours. But yeah, he left an hour before me and pulled up about the same time.
I stopped in Memphis.
I got the hell through Memphis as quick as I could.
Yep, I won't stop in Memphis.
Mm-mm.
I did.
I spent the night in Memphis.
I
Of
stayed
course,
there.
they had those gunshot detectors all over the streets and stuff.
holy mackerel. That's the reason why I don't live in the city. There's enough gunshots going on in the country, but I don't want to hear them in the city.
No.
No, I worked there for 7 months. My truck got broken into. I got threatened a couple of times. It was not a fun experience.
City life, man. I'm telling you, I'm not born and raised when I was 13 in Chicago. Came here, best thing my daddy ever did. Daddy was from Kentucky, but it was one of the best things my daddy ever did.
That's
Bring you back home,
how I
man.
got to North Florida. Same thing. Our parents didn't want us growing up the city, which was Sarasota of all things, which was a little fishing town. But I don't know.
There you go. There's the
That looks
Bass Pro
like Memphis.
Shop. Yep.
They're kicking out some good stuff here lately, man. Got to keep an eye on him.
It was not right now, but I did after Mineville.
You got some good intros too. You've been doing pretty good, bud. I have to say, your editing is
Thanks,
really
Bob.
good.
Beautiful. Every time I go over that bridge, go over that bridge, I always have to aim my camera up at the trusses, you know. It's a good shot. Good shot. Man, that's
Fun,
cool.
right? That's fun
Look
going
at
up
that
there.
beam coming across the pyramid right there.
That's a sunset, right?
Look at that.
Reflections on the river.
Yeah, that's a sunset.
And that's AI music, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Memphis, feel the beat where the past and present meet in the shadow.
That's a good shot, Phil.
Thank you. I lucked out. I lucked out that night.
That was very nice.
Mini 4, right?
Yeah.
We stand with a dream so grand.
I had a ND16 on it.
Randy
Wow,
Mack
dude, I
did a
know.
good video on Hyperlapse. Y'all need to check that out.
Right here. It's at the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Scott, you think you could swim across that?
Was that hyperlapse in post, or was that done through the drone?
Done through the drone.
Randy was right. They do look better done through the drone. I don't know what it is, but they do look smoother. He proved that on his little tutorial he did.
How many
Yeah.
batteries did you apply?
Which one?
Did
which
you
battery?
use batteries there?
Today on
Just
Hyperlapse,
regular.
Randy did one on
Just
Hyperlapse.
regular.
Throw your link in there, Randy.
It was my second battery on the hyperlapse.
Okay.
The first one I took off toward the pyramid, and I got that shot, and then I came back toward the bridge. But where I went was there's this side road that was next to the water, and it's where the recycle bins are. And I didn't notice security came pulling up, and I was just sitting on my back tailgate of my truck, and he just stared at me for about 30 seconds, and then he left on out. Well, I didn't realize, but they closed the gates to that place at dusk.
Oh wow!
And so he could have been a real Richard about it, but he ended up just coming back later on to lock up. He didn't say anything to me. He knew what I was doing. He knew I was flying, but I was behind a fence to where really I was going to go ahead and say, okay, I'll just stay there till about 8:30 and get some of the colors of the bridge with the lighting and everything. And yeah, once it got a little dark around there, it got a little sketchy. And I said, I think I got enough video. I'm going home.
All the rest.
Yeah, because there was a couple of bikes that passed by that were kind of, they kind of seen glimpse of me, and they turned back around, and they were kind of hovering.
Yep.
And I was like, no, I need to go. I need to go on home. I got enough video.
We'll follow your instincts on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I even went in to the pyramid, and even went up to the top. Even sat down and ate at the restaurant beforehand. Got some video of that. I haven't put it together yet, but it's a cool place. It really is.
Biggest bass pro in the United States.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Dance and who else?
What was his name?
I was in the parking lot. That's all I did. If I'd known that, I would have went inside. But then Philip was telling me you had to pay to go in there too.
I don't know, a lot of the audience in this chat, they probably would, but what this town I'm in is big for here in Central City, besides coal mines, is the Everly Brothers came from here. You remember the song "Wake Up, Little Susie"?
Yep.
I don't know if it's old. They're old, but they used to come here and do concerts once a year. And the Kentucky Headhunters showed up. It was a big blowout. This got huge, and a kid walked out in front of the school, got hit, and it stopped. All that kind of stopped. Now all it is that time of year we just have a 5K run and other things, the little things along the way. Have a hot rod deal and all that. But the big concerts, they kind of stopped. But the Everly Brothers, I think they're both dead now. Don and Phil, they used to show up and have a good time. Some of the best guitar pickers, Mo Greger, he comes out right here. Bill Monroe, right down the road, the king of bluegrass. I mean, we're talking country here, We ain't talking hip hop or rap, or rock and roll. We're talking oldies. 50s. They were competing with Elvis though back in the day. See, hard competition right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't compete with the king of rock and roll.
It's hard to.
Yeah.
Hey, Philip, man, I appreciate the invite tonight. I'm gonna jump off. I gotta get my kid to Walmart for some
Put my brother up there first.
Pick up my other daughter from a friend's house.
Okay.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Good chatting with you, brother Bob, Scott, Kenny. Always a pleasure. Everybody in the chat, y'all have a great night.
Peace, man. Have a good one, JoJo.
Later.
Later.
You see that right there, Bob?
Yeah.
I wore out that tailgate right there, right beside him.
Yeah.
That was the first year, or that was 2021. That was my first time there.
Yeah, me and you came up to my truck and we sat down there and we talked, and next thing you know, it was dark.
Yeah. Yeah, see, 8/21/21.
That was a good day.
Yeah.
Meeting somebody that's really good in the community, and Scott, you are one of them, bud. You're one of the good guys.
Look at that people sitting there flying around. Did you see that?
Hold
So,
on.
I had a P4 up there. I don't know who was flying it. See it up there, right there.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's Chris Hope over here, and Brad Austin, and that's TJ, I think, or TJ Grady. Is that
TJ Grady, Anubis Arts? Yeah.
See, I didn't even know him then, and of course, I didn't meet him that day either. Is that D&D Aerials?
Yeah, he's
Keith.
I'm not sure that's D. I don't know if that's Keith or not.
No. I can't remember his name. But he loves to fly FPV. He's got a lot of good videos. I can't remember his name though. It slips my mind right now.
The guy back there underneath the drone, he's I don't remember his name either. And actually, I hadn't seen him. He was at most of them, but I don't think I saw him.
He's deaf, right? He's deaf?
Yes, he is deaf.
Loves to fly though.
Yep. Man, but I didn't see him this year, and I'm not sure if I saw him last year.
No, he was there last year.
I don't think he was there this year.
Oh, Trucker Steve was there. See the truck back there in the back?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the year he was there. Yeah, whatever. Good times.
What is going on with Ronnie? Brother, I don't know what's going on. Why YouTube keeps deleting stuff.
Yeah, man.
The things that you're showing on your community page and they're deleting is blowing my mind.
What's up, guys?
Johnny?
What's up, Johnny?
How y'all doing?
Doing
That's
great.
somebody right there that needs to be at the next minefield. Johnny.
I'll be there.
Good.
See,
Make the plans, put everything else on the back burner, Make the plans, say this is set in stone. And
I got my card stuck in there again.
Come on. Here you go, Scott. Hey, look, here's a card. Here, just take this one.
Oh, I got one. It's in there.
Hey, that's a good thing. You always know exactly where it is.
Yeah, we'll find out. The only footage I get is off
paper clip.
Actually, paper clip won't work. You got to almost get the knife,
Clip, a knife, or whatever.
tweezers. I carry tweezers. My big old fingers don't want to get in there too. That's little spots where them cards go. So I got to get
tweezers are too big. I mean, literally, you got to have a knife's edge basically to get in there and get underneath it. And
you need to send that thing back.
yeah,
you need.
Whatever.
It's like Chris Hope. You got to find that perfect tool, man.
Hey,
Where's those channel locks?
Yeah.
I don't know why you wanted to go 03 so bad.
I do like flying it. I tell you though, I know I've had some dead cats, but the True X is definitely the better one. I've been so Ken, you know where I'm flying right now here at the office, and it's such a tight area.
It is.
And man, I've been getting a lot of prop wash because I pretty much have to come straight back down, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's this dead cat style. So
just check your bolts on the top and bottom of your motors too. Make sure they're tight enough.
Oh, everything that's all good.
You better batten down the hatches. Look like you got a storm coming your way.
Yeah, what are they saying? I hadn't looked in a little while. I figured tomorrow's when I got to look.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good for. I ain't saying it doesn't look good for you, but it's.
Yeah, as y'all know, it can veer just a little bit one way or the other, and you're fine. And that's kind of what happened last time. That gun, poor Perry's been getting nailed. I mean, two times. And if this thing comes again, it's almost saying it's coming in the same area again. So
that's I'm not. Yeah,
Bob, is your brother-in-law still down there?
Yes, sir. He still is.
Where is he?
He's ready
Bob,
to move.
where is he?
Perry.
How'd he fare this last time?
No damage.
Ken, did you go to?
I went to Horseshoe Beach on Friday to climb a 3-story house.
How was that? That was fun, wasn't it?
15 minutes in and out. It was easy.
Huh.
Put a ladder on a 2-story balcony and climbed up a 7-pitch metal roof.
Jeez.
That's why you got a drone.
That's what I said.
Use-
Yeah, that's what I said.
So that make my blood pressure go up. Just thinking about that shit.
Let me tell you what, we had to put it on a balcony that only stuck out about 18 inches
Oh no.
past the gutter. So the ladder was almost straight up. So I had the guy stand on this side of the ladder and pull it against the gutter while I climbed up and did the inspection.
Philip's snorting, man. What kind of show is this?
Oh, it's big one.
That's the secret vial he's got.
Hey, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Wasn't too secret though. He's doing it in front of everybody.
Yeah. Game secret now.
Bob, you been flying, Bob? You been flying out of Bada too?
Oh yeah, flew today.
Good deal.
I love the motion controller though, better than the sticks.
Well,
But I want to keep flying both. And what's good about it is that you know, once you bind them, you don't have to unbind or rebind or anything like that. They're binded. You know?
I think you could be more accurate with the motion control.
Oh my goodness. I was blown away at how good you can do with it.
Maybe some guys that can fly FPV good, you know, but that's for sure.
Well, you know, for my style of flying, I'm a cruiser. I'm not a flipper or flopper, and I don't do the power loops and all that. But I do like getting into tighter spots, and that's what I've been doing with the motion controller.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
Hey, I tell you what, if you put that circle wherever you put it, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I threw it through that tugboat and it went right through there. So hey,
Yeah. I wouldn't do it with the POS. I went through the A-frame swing that I've made, and I went through it. I got to flying with my grandson. 5 batteries with the POS. I had 3 with the Avata. I said, follow me. He said, okay. So boom, I take off. We're cruising around, just cruising the property. And next thing I know, I said, you still with me? He said, about 20 foot behind you. I said, stay with me. And we're fixing to go down a power line. We went down the power line. He rode right with me.
We'll put this SD card in this drone delivery system, and you strap it on your Air 3, and I'll fly it to you.
And you know what we did, Scott? I said, let me see what you did. I said, so we swapped goggles just to look at the footage over real quick. And so I'm looking at him following me. And man, he stayed right there with me. And so he comes down here and he goes right through the freaking swing. And then he goes underneath it. And right there, I knew he's a natural. He needs to excel. He could really do a lot better if he wanted to. And matter of fact, this was the first time that he asked me when he got up the next day. He said, Pat Paul, he said, we're going to fly today?
That's pretty
I said,
cool.
yes, sir. I said, they're charged up. Let's go.
You need to get that boy some carbon.
Yeah, it's what he needs. That's exactly what he needs. I ain't kidding you. It's what he needs.
Better get him a good soldering iron and some channel locks.
Yeah.
Share my screen just a second.
All right.
Scott runs around and records a lot. He should have all kinds of footage.
Oh, I don't. So this is what you use a drone for.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
that thing actually fell right on the roof. I didn't get on no ladder. You know, that one of those columns actually fell off.
That's cheating, Scott.
You doggone right.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of structural engineer would use a drone?
That wasn't mine. Matter of fact, they didn't use a structural engineer on this one. I know the architect, and he told me that. So, but anyway.
Damn.
All right, that's it. Actually, that's taken from the ground.
Channel.
Of course, you know I only use mine for recreation.
Channel locks.
Channel lock. The tools of the trade.
Scott said, when we were sitting there watching him, and Chris said, "Man, if you just a channel locks and crescent wrench, and you can save the world." That's what it says on my short. That's what he says on it. I didn't know that until I sat there and seen me in the background that you was recording all that. I didn't even know you was recording it.
Man, I looked up on a couple of videos. You helped me on one of them. I mean, I didn't know what the devil you were talking about. Actually, I don't have that. Oh, yeah, I do too. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Kenny, how about what you doing, Kenny?
Not much. Just working. That's
Are
it.
you working again?
I did fly. Actually, I flew. What's today? Monday. Yeah, I flew yesterday. A little bit. Went to the park, and I was with Joe and Mikey on Discord. And while I was in the middle of getting ready to take off, I had put the goggles on my head, so I hadn't taken off yet. All I could just kind of see was what the drone was looking at on the ground. Guy walks up next to me and says, "How you doing?" Scared the bejesus out of me, and it was a police officer too. And he was just checking out to see what was going on, but he didn't care.
I lost signal. Behind that church over here by my house, I went behind it, lost signal, and my drone, the screen went completely blank.
With one of the ones with the O3 in it?
Yep.
Oh, you had to walk over and get it?
I had to walk over and get it, yeah, but it was actually kind of next to a culvert. Even if I would have, I couldn't see the feed till I got closer, and then I couldn't have used the crash flip because it was up against a culvert.
Yep.
So I'm glad I didn't even try it.
That's a pretty good distance too, where you were. Have you flown over there before?
Not really the distance. It'll always. It's never lost signal though, and that's kind of weird. I mean, it might come and go a little bit, but I don't know. That's the first time I ever did that. That's for sure.
Huh?
How far were you off the ground?
About 3 feet, maybe.
That wasn't too bad. It didn't hurt anything.
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt anything. Hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings.
Grandson.
The walk of shame.
When we went through
golf cart walk of shame. Yeah, I took the golf cart over there.
That's sorry. That's sorry. That's not right.
He went through 5 batteries. I went through 3 on the Avata. And he's in the yard right here doing figure eights and turning around and going underneath the trampoline.
That's good.
So all of a sudden, he takes off and he goes, and I'm watching him because my battery's depleted. I've already landed. I'm sitting there watching him, goggles still on my head. I'm looking up and I'm watching him. He's coming. Here he comes down my road. And next thing I know, I thought, oh, he's coming in hot. And I just got out of my mouth, what are you doing? Pow! He hit this bush out here, and it wasn't about 1.5 foot off the ground. But he hit it so hard, and I could tell that right before he hit it, he tried to pull back. He just wasn't quick enough. And so I said, the POS that's its first crash. I said, and I'm glad you got your first crash out of the way. I said, let's see what happened to it. I picked it up. I said, oh, you broke a prop. I said, I think I got some more red props in there. He said, I'll buy you some, Papa. I said, man, don't worry. Don't worry. Just open that case up and see if there's any in there. Look for one with a ring around it. So he found it. I put it on. I said, oh, wait a minute. This one over here is broke too. We got 2 broke props. I said, and I explained to him how they got to work diagonally. He said, I didn't know that. We put them on. I said, let's fly it. Let's test fly it and see how it does. Fine. It did just fine. No problems at all.
Get that boy some carbon. He needs some carbon.
He does. He really does, Scott. I'm going to have to get him ready to fly, a binding fly.
Share my screen again, Philip.
I'm thinking about just maybe getting him for Christmas, the Nazgul high flight. The Evoke. It's a good one. It's a good binding fly.
Yeah.
Well, I never met the night right.
Yeah, I did that too.
I know. If I didn't know what you're doing, matter of fact, you kept telling Joe to turn the music down. Joe, turn the music down.
All the way. I said,
look, he's working too.
Joe's doing something. What the hell is he doing?
He's working on Christmas. What?
You're a kind-hearted man, Rick Wilson. You give to the community just like we do. People like you. Yeah. Congratulations. Absolutely. Well deserved. It's well deserved. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't cut that Johnny Drone Fire t-shirt.
That's the Rick Halber Award. If anybody deserves it, that man does.
Nice. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Rick's a good guy.
Got his name on it?
I hope I spelled right.
It's too late. It's too late. It's in.
Hope it's spelled right.
Whose name is on it, Chris?
No, Rick. Thank you, man. You've done a lot for all of us.
And we all shook his hand,
You
dude.
touched,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
touched us in ways. You made me well up. I know you made him well up.
Sneaky little sucker, I'll tell you that.
Right here watching this. You're a good soul.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Have to go better, man, Rick.
Absolutely.
I enjoy the company.
I was really.
I can tell you, Bob. I feel like I give you credit for me getting this footage because I didn't know what in the world was going
love you,
on.
man. We love you.
And
That's cool.
I'm anxious glad to have this video there.
Chris told me he was going to do it, and I kind of looked at him and said, "I'm pointing, you know, and that's a good time because he was sitting down there by us, and it was a
But
perfect time."
see, there's JoJo is actually working on. I think that was Chris. No, is that Chris? Yeah, that's Chris's.
Yeah.
Because Chris bought these pink motors. Look at the dang pink
The
motors.
speaker is right by the drill there. That's his speaker.
Yeah.
Every jamming, boy.
Every shot I see of Joe, he's sitting down though.
Yeah, even in your shots, right?
Yeah. Every time we was flying, he was sitting down.
Well, he was flying all the time, wasn't he?
Yeah,
50 batteries.
He can do something.
All right.
All right, I tell you what.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
What happened? How come we can't? Yeah, I told him to do
Hey, look. Hey, Joe said he sits down to pee. We knew that though.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, Lord.
Well, guys, I hate to tell you this, but I'm way past my bedtime.
I'm going to get ready for, I guess, Ron Brown then be coming on, I guess.
Yeah, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I still got to eat today.
Well, Johnny, tell him I said hi because I'm sure I might turn it on, but I won't be there in 5 minutes. I'll be out.
I hadn't seen Ron do a little promo though. I know you're doing a show. It's very like I didn't see anything today.
I know the grumpy vlogger said he wasn't feeling good today, so he didn't have his show on.
And I know I saw last night that Bill Ronayne is changing his show from Sunday night to Saturday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's going at 7 o'clock, and Art is changing his to Friday.
Okay.
So I had to.
I got a better chance. I might have a better chance of catching them, but man, weekends are rough for me.
I might have to change the drone guy there, do some bumping around. I got to go through it. Bunch of people kind of came off of there.
Huh.
All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Johnny, good to see you. Thank you.
I'm out of here too.
All right,
Philip, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Philip.
Thank y'all.
Hey, Bob, it's good to see you, man. You need to come on these lives more often.
I'm trying to come in a little more.
Bob, else we'll have to talk about you. We can't talk about you here.
Well, Bob knows I talk about him anyway. So.
Yeah, everything's my fault.
Night, Joe.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. Y'all take care.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, Philip. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Really, I do. And my
Hope you're feeling
last. Thank you.
Get some rest.
I feel
night.
rough now. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all. Thank you, everyone. We'll see y'all later. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great evening. Love this community. Really do.